know that you're a big fan of meal planning and teaching people the importance of meal planning in order to be productive in their life. Can you share with me a little bit more like why you think it's such a great time saver for?
Absolutely, but I will say to start with, that is where we are two roads that diverge in a wood because I do not do my meal planning on paper. It is all digital because I started years ago. I put all
Yeah.
this effort into creating this meal planning course. I was so excited about it. It was like how you could repeat menus and do all this stuff. And literally a month later, I found the most incredible app. That's when I should have mentioned that just took all that work out of like it was like oh
Yeah.
they just like made it easy. And so I use Plan to Eat because I think it's just a slick system. I have all of my family's recipes in there that we use, that I know I can rely on, that everybody likes. It automatically makes my shopping list for me, so I'm never forgetting my shopping list at home, which has happened too many times. It automatically puts everything to the stores that I typically buy those products at, which is helpful for me. Puts them in the different sections of the stores. So like for me, that just like helps my brain work. But I think this is something that a lot of families resist doing. But if
Mhm.
you just will meal plan, that's like the number one thing you can do to save yourself so much mental energy, so much time, so much money. Like it is like my greatest fear to walk into a grocery store with no plan. I'm like, I can't. I will sit in the car on my app and do my planning beforehand because I just feel like a kid lost in the woods if I don't have some sort of plan. But it's a
Yeah.
nightmare to have 4 o'clock come around and people in your house start asking you what's for dinner. If you don't know what's for dinner, or two, you don't have the ingredients, that's just a recipe for stress. And I
Mhm.
think it's one of those things that kind of just hangs over you all day long. Like, you know, you have to figure it out. You know, dinner is coming every single day. But if you don't have a plan, it is inevitable that it's going to be a frustration. You're probably going to cut corners. You're probably going to spend more money than you otherwise would. And so if you can do it and you can get past the idea, I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to be locked in to what I have to have on certain nights. Well, then just plan out like the general meals that you're going to have that week
Mhm.
so that you can have those ingredients on hand and you can make it work for you. For me, I like to know what, like, I pick my meals based on what we're doing that night. So I know, like, Monday nights are usually typically like very busy. My kids have a ton going on, so I need to have a crock pot meal that I will have put together early in the day. And then Tuesdays are also pretty busy, so I should probably make enough of the crock pot meal that we can have leftovers. Like, I think through all those things in advance. But then because I know what kind of meals I'm having each night of the week, I can really easily sit down and plan an entire month. Because rather than going day by day through the week, I just go, okay, what are 4 crock pot meals that are easy for me to do on a Monday? And I will just plug in all the Mondays. And then, okay, I know Tuesdays are all going to be leftovers. Now, Wednesdays, maybe we're going to do taco night or whatever. Like, I can simplify that process instead of going, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like, and then okay, now we're doing the next week. Like, no, you can make that fast. And then I also love making it into a menu. So it's like, okay, I have 4 weeks now planned. I can repeat this over and over again throughout this whole season because I do typically like to eat a little bit more seasonally. So maybe you're going to have 3 or 4 menus that you repeat throughout the season, and you've taken so much of the work out of it for yourself. So it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be as scary as it sounds.